Magic Mike. This movie came out in 2012, and the only reason I saw this movie was because my brother recommended it to me, and it actually was pretty good. So, thank you for the recommendation. It was very good. So, let's talk about it. So, what this movie is basically about is it stars Channing Tatum, and he's a male stripper in the movie, and he is basically just, without spoiling anything, he meets this guy who's kind of down on his luck, or he's trying to find a job. He can't really hold a job. He gets in arguments with his boss, and what he wound up doing is he let him into a strip club, I believe, and in exchange for doing so, he has to do him a favor, and and that's to basically promote male stripping for him, and eventually he gets into this whole male stripping, and it's a pretty good movie from that point on, and I was surprised, because I went into it with really low expectations. The only reason I was kind of interested to see the movie was because of the director. I like Steven Soderbergh. I think he's good. And I think he's the reason why this movie worked. Because this movie feels as if it has story and characters, and it just doesn't just rely on the concept. I think that's really what held it up for me, is that there was a story, and there were characters, and I mean, not all the characters are, like, developed. There are, in the male strip club, there's, like, an ensemble, or not an ensemble, there's, like, it's a big group of characters. You only really know the main two, Channing Tatum and the brother character, basically. Not Channing Tatum's brother, who's not his character's brother, but the character who was down on his luck. He has a sister who he lives with, and she kind of she looks out for him and is very protective. And one thing that surprised me about this movie, and probably why I was able to enjoy it so much, is it's a really funny movie. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, but I left laughing quite a bit. It was a really funny movie. And I think it's because the movie is aware of what it is. It knows what it is. It's a movie that has a bunch of male strippers. Matthew McConaughey, he's great in this movie. He fully embraces, like, how goofy it is, but he's like, he's training the new kid who's doing the male stripping, and he's basically is like, just take your clothes off, okay? And then he takes his shirt off. He's like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said, to take my clothes off. No, you don't just take your clothes off. You don't just take off your shirt. No. You have to, like, make it as if it were these women's fantasies, as if, like, you're making their fantasies come true. That's not, like, the exact dialogue, but that's basically what it is. Basically what the level of what it is. The movie is very much like that. Not throughout all of it. It does know how to get serious. It does dip away from being a comedy. However, I think it's about time I get into my negatives, and when it comes to issues, there was a strange choice in this movie. Whenever it's not inside a building, or it's in daytime, there's this, like, yellow color palette that they decided to throw in there. It looked like Enemy from 2014. If you starring Jake Gyllenhaal, if you haven't seen that movie, I would definitely recommend you check that out. But anyways, back to Magic Mike. But sorry, whenever it was outside, it had this. It looked ugly, and I'm just confused as to why that was the case. I don't understand why they chose to do that. But I think I might pick up on that decision on my second viewing. There wasn't really anything about the movie that surprised me, except a couple of things, like, outside of being, like, a comedy that was pretty funny, and, characters that were, like, the main characters that are, well, you understand who they are. what they want, and that there are side characters in it that are literally in the background. They don't get much screen time at all, but I don't know. Maybe I would have. I can't decide whether or not I would have liked to have them be given more character or not, because this movie is like 2 hours long, and most comedies are about an hour and a half, and for it to be 2 hours, and I do think it was a little long. For the most part, I wasn't bored. Maybe I just would have preferred to see something else, because a great movie gives you everything you want and more. And this movie surprised me. It bumped my rating up from above a 5, and I will want to revisit this movie. I will watch it again. However, what I'm missing is that more element, and I'm not sure where that is, unfortunately. Maybe I want more from the characters, like the side characters. Maybe I just wanted more something else. It just felt as if there was something missing for me. Maybe I need to see it for a second time to really just confirm how I feel about a lot of things in the movie, but for now, I'm just going to stick with this rating for it, which I'll rate in a second. But anyways, closing thoughts for Magic Mike. Surprising movie. Check it out. It's funny. It has well-written characters. Everything that would be... none of the drama in this movie is forced. The movie knows what it is, and it just goes with it. And that's the best way I can describe it. It's a good movie. Check it out. And I'm giving Magic Mike a 7 out of 10. And as you could notice, I have the double feature DVD, which also comes with Magic Mike XXL. I haven't seen that yet. I'll see it one day. I haven't... I heard the first one was good. I can't say the same for the second one, but that's for another time. And before I get to XXL, which I haven't seen yet, I still need to update you guys on a couple things. One, now that I did Magic Mike, I can finally move on to Base Motel Season 3. I've been putting it off for a while. Sorry about that. I was just wanted to do Magic Mike, and things got in the way, and I've been watching like a lot of stuff like Enemy, Evil Dead 2. That's another movie that I saw recently. I also saw the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And just that's part of Halloween, and I picked up a new Blu-ray, and it's on Amazon Prime, but I'm thinking of reviewing it one day. It won't be my next video. My next video is going to be Base Motel Season 3. But I think this is going to be interesting review. And that's going to be Suspiria, the remake. I picked this up recently, and I saw it already, and I want to look through the special features. And that's my plan. And after I do that, I'll review the movie. Because I really love the Suspiria remake. I haven't seen the original, but this one is definitely a really, really great movie. Check it out, but I'll save my extended thoughts for when I actually talk about it. So, there's everything. So, thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Magic Mike down below. And my social media links, they'll be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, which is going to be for Base Motel Season 3. I know I'm trying to stop doing the, saying what my next review is going to be, but I just said it earlier, so. And this is a plan. I'm going to this first, and then Bates Motel Season 3. And then other stuff. And Evil Dead 2, who I saw recently, I still haven't seen Army of Darkness yet, so I'm not going to review the Evil Dead trilogy just yet. So when I see Army of Darkness, I'll review the Evil Dead trilogy, and I do want to review it in October. It might not be this year; it might be next year if I don't get around to Army of Darkness soon. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff right now, and sorry, I'm rambling on, but I'm just trying to explain what's going on. So I've been spending more time watching movies than actually talking about them and playing Minecraft, and I should probably stop that. So sorry for delays and everything. But thank you for watching, and have a great day.